Alola everyone, my name is Neva and I have just moved to the Paldea region from, you guessed it, Alola. Now a few things have already happened and so I need to catch you up on what's been happening. The first thing I did when I moved here is I took my Pop's Cinder and we went and caught a Fido because I think she's gorgeous and her name is Fairybread. And I thought I'd just take her on an awesome journey as my partner Pokemon. Now, where is she? Okay, so she's a sleepy girl, but that's okay because she is so pretty. Hey Fairybread, how you doing? Anyway, she's sleepy. Anyway, my friend William from back home in Alola sent me a Vulpix to hang out with on the little bit of our journey. Vulpix? Hi Vulpix. How you doing? Okay, so I have two sleepy girls, but that's okay. Anyway, this is the home that my parents are staying in when they're not at work, and so we are in Cabo Poco at the moment. It's this gorgeous stretch of land, and so that's our house up there, and then you look out across the ocean, and down there is another girl from school. Her name is Nimona. We met her earlier. She's real energetic, but did you know that here we can knock Pokemon out of trees, or they might be flying around. So like this tarantula, you just throw a little Pokeball like this, and then it comes on down. Hey! So you can either battle it or you can catch it, whatever you would like to do, but it's just a really fun way to interact with the environment. Oh, Vulpix, good job. Good job. Anyway, let's keep going. So, just in here is Poco Path. So it is really pretty and there's a ton of different Pokemon. We don't really have that much variety in our different routes back home, but there's just a ton to explore and see and little friends to make. And you know what? Let's just go through some of the Pokemon that you can find here. So the Tarantula from earlier, you can find them along here. They'll either be on trees or in the grass. You'll also find a Fletchling, similar to my Pop's Cinders that we used to catch Fairybread. The Lechonk that was just behind us before, just absolutely round friend shaped. They're so pretty. And then we have little Hoppips. They'll be floating around everywhere on their little green fronds. We also find a Scatterbug. They're really pretty and they turn beautiful Pokemon later on. There's also this new Pokemon in the Paldea region called a Palmy. It's a little electric mouse. It's really pretty. But after the Poco Path, we have the South Province area #1, and it's a lot. It's a lot. So we're on top of a lighthouse, and see it stretches all the way down, all that green path down there, all around here, that little river. It's huge. It's huge. But we'll just check it out anyway. There is also a bunch of other Pokemon that you'll find here, like a Weasel with its little rubber ring, Hapinis with its little stone. There's a Zurls along here that you can find as well. Also Psyduck. Love Psyduck. And then there's Choodles that I think were mainly found in Galar. And then there's Igglybuffs, which are also friend-shaped. And then our Routes. I came across our Routes earlier and they're just so pretty. And Drowsies from the Kanto region, and Wingles. Do you know how I was saying that there's a lot of Pokemon here? There's Magikarps. There's just a lot of Pokemon. Deerlings, they come in lots of different shapes and colors, and Wiglets, kind of like Diglett, but you find them at the beach. But yeah, so they're just everywhere. They're just absolutely everywhere. It's astounding. Anyway, I thought I'd very quickly show you what my parents have been coming over here to work on. There's these sealed gates. I'm not meant to be here, so I only want to quickly show you it, but this is what they're studying, along with a whole bunch of other researchers as well. Anyway, but that's South Province Area 1, in here we have Los Platos. Los Platos is just outside the main city where we're going to be going to school, but we'll check that out later. So it's really pretty. The Pokemon centers here are really, really different. They're all nice and outdoors because the weather is gorgeous. This is Nimona, I was talking about earlier. But yeah, Los Platos is really, really gorgeous. They also have these awesome ice cream stands. And you know what? It does make me think of home because we have a lot of beaches back in Alola. And so you can just grab yourself an ice cream cone on the way to school, which is probably not the healthiest breakfast. But everyone in the team really seems to enjoy it. So I'm not complaining. There's also a lady here hanging out with her dearling. Hey dearling, how's it going? But yeah, Los Platos is really, really pretty. And some of the kids that go to school here, they just stay here because it's just up the hill. Also, you can find these league representatives. So like they sort of see how many Pokemon battles that you've had in a certain area, and if you've defeated enough people, like we've been fighting people on the way to these massive gates, we got a free Thunder Wave, which is very handy because it's gonna help with catching Pokemon later on. But yeah, that's basically it. That's what you're all caught up to. Thanks, and we look forward to seeing you on our next bit of our adventure.